My own field of labor history provides an example of what we might learn when we think through the gender system. I'd studied the history of Jewish immigrant workers in the late 19th century without including, as you know, a single woman worker, because, thinking as a labor historian, I'd imagined women as insignificant players in the immigrant labor movement. When I looked back at the data, though, through gendered lenses, I could not only see the women, I could also see how the labor movement had been shaped by internal struggles and prejudices that had weakened its links to community and undermined its credibility. I had discovered, I thought, one of the reasons why it had taken so long for immigrant labor to make a dent. A new generation of historians of women, like me, has now discovered thousands of such implications and changes. They've now altered the way that the past has been perceived and interpreted. And that brings us to why I've organized this MOOC around the theme of work. As we examine how women have always worked, we will be able to see how race, class, and religion work together with gender to organize not only what ordinary people expected of life, but how they greeted it. As we define work, everyone in the American colonies and the nation worked. But how they worked mattered in the maintenance of social order and social meaning. Work meant different things to men and women of different backgrounds. Its meaning changed over time. It generated, and still does, political stances and responses. Crucially, entering women's history through the frame of work enables us to see relationally. Men have long identified their relationships to particular kinds of work as measures of their masculinity, whether as craftsmen or as family providers. Slowly, as we shall see, women began unwittingly to tread on their turf, to seek work that belonged to men. The result has been a struggle for power that came to a head in the 2016 presidential campaign. One candidate, a female, explicitly demanded that women be admitted to the highest level of power. The other, a male, called on disgruntled males to protect their turf by questioning whether any woman could handle power. Women, his words and actions proclaimed, could not be trusted. They lacked stamina. They reflected the views of tarnished husbands.